Good morning, friends. Today we'll discuss about the refraction by spherical lenses. So first, what is lens or defined lens? So for that, a transparent material bound by two surfaces, of which one or both surfaces are spherical, forms a lens. Again, I repeat, a transparent material bounded by two surfaces, of which one or both surfaces are spherical, forms a lens. Now we discuss about a double convex lens. So for that, a lens having two spherical surfaces bulging outwards is called a double convex lens, or simply it is known as convex lens. A lens having two spherical surfaces bulging outwards is called a double convex lens, or simply a convex lens. It is thicker at the middle as compared to the edges. Convex lens converges light rays as shown in the figure, and hence convex lens is called a converging lens. It is known as the converging lens. Now we discuss about the double convex lens. So a lens having two spherical surfaces curved inwards is called a double concave lens, or simply concave lens. A lens having two spherical surfaces curved inward is called a double concave lens, or simply a concave lens. It is thicker at the edges than at the middle. Concave lens diverges light rays as shown in the figure, and hence concave lens is called a diverging lens. Now we explain some terms regarding the convex lens, like center of curvature, principal axis, optical center, aperture, radius of curvature, principal focus, focal length. Okay, so first we take the center of curvature. Here the center of transparent sphere or glass, okay, which the curved surface of a lens forms a part, is called the center of curvature of respective spherical surface of the lens. Here the center of spheres from which two surfaces of lens are formed are called center of curvatures of two respective spherical surfaces. Thus lens has two center of curvature, C1 and C2. First surface of lens has C1 and center of curvature, and for surfaces 2 it is C2. So here C1 and C2 are the center of curvature. Now principal axis, the imaginary straight line passing through the two centers of curvature C1 and C2 of both the surfaces of the lens is called the principal axis of the lens. Again I repeat, the imaginary straight line passing through the two centers of curvature C1 and C2 of both the surfaces of the lens is called the principal axis of the lens. Now optical center O, the central point of the lens on the principal axis of the lens is called the optical center of the lens. Again I repeat, the center point of the lens on the principal axis of the lens is called the optical center of the lens. Here a ray of light through the optical center passes without deviation, and normally it is denoted by O. Now next term, aperture. The effective diameter of the circular outline of a spherical lens is called its aperture. Next term, radius of curvature. The radius of transparent sphere or the glass sphere of which the curved surface of lens forms a part is called the radius of curvature of the respective spherical surface of the lens. Lens has two radii of curvatures, R1 and R2. R1 for surface 1 and R2 for surface 2 of the lens. Now next term, principal focus. When the rays parallel to the principal axis of a convex lens are refracted through the lens, they converge at point on the principal axis, and this point is called the principal focus F of the convex lens. A lens has two principal foci, f1 and f2, on either side of the lens. Now focal length. The distance of the principal focus from the optical center of a lens is called the focal length small f of the lens. Again I repeat, the distance of the principal focus from the optical center of a lens is called the focal length f, small f of the lens. Here the distance between O and f1 is called the focal length small f1, and distance between O and f2 is called the focal length small f2. Now we discuss about the activity 10.11. For that we have to show the converging nature of convex lens and find its focal length. So procedure is like that. You have hold a convex lens in your hand and direct it towards the sun. Focus the light from the sun on a sheet of paper. Obtain a sharp bright image of the sun. Now hold the paper and the lens in the same position for a while. Keep observing the paper. What happened and why? So for that, when the paper and the lens were held in the same position for some time, the paper began to burn, producing smoke. After some time, it caught fire because the light from the sun constitute parallel rays of light, and these rays were converged by the lens at the sharp bright spot formed on the paper, and so heat is produced by these sun rays as they concentrate on the spot. This caused the paper to burn. Now what you have to conclusion from this activity? So when a parallel beam of light from a far off object like the sun falls on convex lens, a real inverted point size image of the sun is formed at the focus of the lens. The distance between the position of the lens and the position of the image of the sun gives the approximate focal length of the lens. Here the distance between the lens and the image of the sun on the paper is approximately focal length of the lens.